Alright. You know, say money no be problem. Honest on the block. Alright, I'm back again.
This is your boy Michael Koko Eflex GH, well known as Eflex GH, representing the beautiful culture from Ghana. I am Azonto, Ghanaian born choreographer, dance educator, performer. Just name it.
Everything and
Everything
everything.
in one.
Everything and everything. Okay, so please tell us your role in the critically acclaimed Ghanaian street style Azonto.
Okay, my role in this beautiful street dance Azonto style, so easy. The Kwame Nkrumah of all time.
The Kwame Nkrumah of all time.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so you were one of the leading people to, I guess, really formalize and formulate how we teach Azonto, especially
Yes.
us from the diaspora. How did you come about doing that? Because that's not an easy, it's not an easy thing to do. So what made you want to do that, and how did you even begin to do that?
Okay, like I said, I'm the Kwame Nkrumah of Azonto because like we had Big Six, and Kwame Nkrumah was part of the Big Six, and he led Ghana to independence. Same way, he fought for our freedom, the same way I also fought for the freedom for Azonto. It wasn't easy, and even though we had other people in it, and I was part of the journey as well. But when Afrobeat came, people was like, okay, if let's do Afrobeat, but Azonto is, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give up on this. So I have to ignore everyone, go back to back, go and bring information, governing everything about Azonto, and put everything in the right position, as in, structure everything. So it wasn't easy though. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Looking at this ghetto boy, traveling from regions to region, to bring information from traditional to the modern style, connecting from traditional to the modern style, and how you have to be, because the culture is very big. It's not just for hype. So people need to understand it. That's why I have to do all this, and this thing took me more than years. I don't think maybe 3 years, more than years, I swear. This was, it was hard for me, but to God be the glory. We're still learning. We are still here.
Yeah, because you have really inspired like a lot of us and how
Easy.
we teach
Easy.
Azonto. I remember when you first taught me the 7 languages of Azonto, and
That is deep, eh?
it's deep, and I think that was the turning point for me in
Yeah.
how I teach Azonto, because I was like, this thing is not just a, or it looks nice, or energy, like
Yeah.
it's really deep, and especially the traditional originality. It really makes you think,
Yes.
what we learn is just such a small
It's the
percentage, it's surface level, and if you really go deep, there's so much to learn that I don't even think in this lifetime I will ever be able to learn everything, which is exciting, because as a teacher, you should still have the excitement of being a student as
Easy.
well, and should always keep finding new things and new ways to elevate. So how did you come up with the 7 languages? Well, first of all, tell us what the 7 languages of Azonto is, and how did you even formulate that to start with?
Okay, looking at this, from my research and stuff, because even online, other people post and say, Zunto is this, is that, is that. But I realized, like, no, there is more to it than what we read online. Understand me? And there are hidden stuff people couldn't even bring out. And we were on the street doing whatever, doing our thing, and others in the education, whatever, okay, let's say the educational level sector, we're trying to pick whatever we had on the street to try to spice it up and write articles about it. But I realized, no, this is not the right thing. And like, they're not giving the right informations. So I need to break this into 7 languages for people to understand that we have 1, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and there is more coming up as well. That's going to be like the future. I put the future because there's more to learn. So bringing this idea to life is to let people to awake people, for them to know that no, there is more, like you said before, there is more, not just the surface, but there is more beneath the feet. Understand me? So I can't say much more about it, but I think the whole idea behind this is to let people understand the culture. Okay, culture can be refixed, recreated, but tradition can never be changed. Understand me? So people need to know the difference between this and that. How to break the body, how to understand, how to do this, how to do that, because we just need guidance and we have to be guided.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Do you mind telling us, for the people who are not familiar or who don't know, what the 7 languages of Azonto, what they are?
What they are?
Yeah.
Okay, one I'm gonna give you 3.
Yes.
Okay,
and
only
the
3.
rest you have to come and
The rest,
learn.
of course. Okay.
Yes.
So the first one is going to be more like introduction about the culture and the things that we've been told that like it's like 15%. Okay, but this 7 languages is bringing you, the 10,000 folds, right? So we have the introduction that tells you deep into or dive deep into whatever Azonto is all about, and bringing other people that are part of like that. For example, we are talking about the Palago and Gome. Okay, Palago and Gome, those that created the drum patterns, the idea they have behind, they are all part in the book. Okay, they are also in the book and in the visuals as well. We interview them and everything; they are part of it. Now, so introduction, we move to traditional with its originality. This is where we need to understand. Oh my God, it's very big. Where the body needs to understand how to listen. Having good ear to appreciate beautiful music. Understand me? So traditional originality and the 3 flows of Azonto. Let me see like this. Okay, 3 flows of
My
Azonto.
favorite.
Yeah, man. So introduction, traditional originality, 3 flows of Azonto. There are some grooves. It's okay, I keep it here. The most beautiful thing here is the book also have a very beautiful space or a very beautiful part for teachers only. So we try to make a package for people teaching or teachers teaching Azonto, a special package for them, within the book. So if you're a teacher, you want to teach about Azonto, you're teaching Azonto, it's about time for you to teach
Okay,
more.
so Eflex, I know
Yes,
this
ma'am.
might seem like a question that, it's obvious, but just in case, and just to clarify, what does Azonto mean as a dance style, as an acronym, and when was it actually born? Because that's another misconception. A lot of people say it different dates, but just going back to the source, what does Azonto mean and when was it born?
It's so easy. Azonto basically means loose girl. Loose girl, wayward girl. Why? We're not saying every girl is loose or wayward or any other thing, okay? But this is the way we try to say this girl is a loose girl, like she's Azonto. Even in the music, when Sarkodie did his "You'll Kill Me," he was like, "This girl, she's Azonto, but I'll maintain." Right? Let me give you like three or four people. Stagey also said, "This girl, she likes boys armor. She be what Shashi wo," the same thing. Right? Rough and smooth. Martha, she go chop your dollar. She be what? Sex machine. The same thing. Okay. So it all speaks about being loose, but that doesn't mean every girl is a loose nine. Okay. Now, when you read other articles, they tell you Azonto means apa. The reason why they said apa is where the dance style is coming from. It's different. A dance style, okay, and the word Azonto itself. The dance style, Gome and Palogo, where we had our first dance step from. Gome is building up on daily activities, okay, as in work. So being a fisherman, shoemaker, carpenter, um, businessman, doctor, just name it. Okay, in Gome, we have characters in it. So the first movement we had in Azonto was playing, mimicking on daily activity. That is why they say apa. but the word itself, the word Azonto itself means loose girl. This was what we were using on the street in high schools, universities. Like this girl is Azonto, right? Now, looking at the year that Azonto, came, Azonto started literally 2008, but became hit 2010 onwards when Fuse ODJ took international. That is where we thank God for our black community in London. They took it also in the next level. Okay, so basically in Azonto here in Ghana started literally 2008. Even by then, we were on a competition early 2009. We're doing all these things. Even the Amanda whatever before Azonto was, but Amanda was there before Azonto became. But by then we have other dancers as well like Obojos, Apano, Shuperu, Mezop. That we added up. When Azonto came, we brought all this. It's called gone. Brought all this back to whatever you have. Even Auche. Auche was even there before Azonto. Auche 2005. So yeah, I was in 2005. Came, you were all doing Auche, doing whatever. But basically, Azonto coming now, because it was like contemporary high life and dance became Azonto. So it's 2008, and Fuse supported us, helped us, took it international, and it blew.
Amazing. Thank you
Yes,
for the
yes.
clarification.
Easy.
When it comes to the people who pioneer Azonto and the lifestyle and the movement and how Azonto has developed, what would you first define as a pioneer?
Pioneer, I should say, let's take this as an example, okay? We have a producer and we have a marketer, right? So for me, I'll go for the producer because there are so many people that gave birth to the thing, and the others that carried on to the thing. Okay, so for example, if you tell me Fuse ODJ is a pioneer, no, I'm sorry. But there are people that were doing that he came to see and supported. So people that were doing all these things. I have basically we had the level 5, we had the Tema girls, boys, and that's like Tema dancers, and the Flash Mob Ghana where I'm coming from. We had Boogie Bast, but the three, even Boogie Bast was also part of Flash Mob Ghana. So there are a lot of people. So, but mentioning them individually, the girls I give respect a lot to Yvonne Lala. Yvonne Lala I've done a lot. Need to do Amanda, Fearless, Osha One Baby, Melod, Power, Blackfish, the girls, Messi Adaku. I can't. Hey, you can never mention that without Messi. Messi hardest girl. Akwesi, Fresh Agidi, Tuyemlin. Oh my God, these people. Tuyemlin. This is my guy. A lot of people know they're on level 5. So when I mention level 5, it covers everyone. They brought the Seho, Betike, Flex on them. They were with Asamoah Gyan, Castro, and Co. and Stage A. So I don't want to mention myself because I always just say I'm the Kwame Nkrumah. So it's like a big 6, but there was one person that led, the freedom. So yeah, but there were a lot of people that were supporting that was doing this a lot, like us in the pioneers. Yeah, there were a lot of people even talking about Uche, Bazo. Oh my God, we're so Jesus Christ. Yeah. Bazo, Auche, Face Off, Starboys. Oh, these Starboys were more like the new G's. After us. But I'm not saying I'm OG. I'm sorry. I'm still 16 years old, man.
Of course.
Yeah. So the new Starboys, and talking about the Jamestown boys. Also, they also paved the way and play their role a lot in Nates, and yeah, these are the few people I may mention, but it's there are a lot, not few, but a lot of people are there. I'm very sorry if I couldn't mention them because at this very moment I can't recall. It was just an interview, but to write them out or something, you're gonna see them in the book. Okay.
I think, yeah, it's really important to distinguish the difference between people who are pioneers, people who breathe life
Yeah.
into a movement, a lifestyle, and something that has become so globalized. And then there are, of course, like you said, people who are marketers who also serve an important role, of course, because these are the people who, I guess, carry on the legacy. But I think sometimes it can get very confusing and misconstrued when everyone wants to use the word pioneer,
For
especially
sure.
in the new age of social media where your popularity dictates sometimes whether you are a pioneer. Like, off the back of that question, I want to ask you some of the people who are, I guess, custodians, the people that are carrying on the legacy, the people that are really working hard to bridge the gap between the diaspora and the motherland. So yeah, if you want to talk a bit about some of the people who are carrying on the legacy of Azonto.
Okay, thank you so much. And let me give you a shout out to one of our boss. I couldn't mention his name. I'm very sorry, Mr. Teves, the party, our boss himself in Germany.
The party, the
Party,
legend.
the legend. Yes. I couldn't mention his name, but of course, most of the things that he was doing, they were doing contemporary high life. He was doing also the like the more like Coupe de Calais. He fused all those things, and he made us had inspiration to learn all those things, and we had some of the dances from what he was trying to bring on board. So much love, respect, boss. I salute you. I take my cap for you. Much love. So yes, yes, the other people also trying to, like you said, supporting, promoting, pushing up out there. You cannot mention Azonto and forgetting Lulu. You understand me, Miss Lulu? But big thanks and a big respect to our brothers like Hombros as well, and Cobra KB, Selassie. You all did a very good job for helping, because I should say, internationally, you were the people, or all these guys, you were the people that started pushing up from UK, and it became whatever, like became big, and also from our UK blogger, thank you so much all for helping. There are people I can't mention their name, because like I'm looking at people that have been supporting, not like the current, not like 2 years, 3 years, nine. No, 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 no. Okay, I'm talking about people that supported way back, that have been more intensive and more like, still on the goal, pushing up the culture till now. So these are few. Like, yes, of course, I always mention the UKs, because yeah, they made it possible, and they paid their dues as well to the culture.
Yeah, I think it's also incredible that now it's even beyond UK and Europe, and now you're seeing a big rise in people building their own Azonto community in like
Easy.
the Philippines and Singapore and
Singapore, Japan,
Mexico,
Mexico.
Japan. It almost feels like there's a family that you
Easy.
have, that I Am Azonto has started to create around the world. It's just such a beautiful feeling to be a part of a family, which I know you haven't done it like that on purpose.
No,
It's just something that's happened organically and
easy,
naturally.
easy.
It's just always so nice. And I think that's a credit to you and everyone who
Yeah,
we've
for sure.
learned from here in
Well,
Ghana. You
thank you
guys
for the
have really
question.
opened up your arms to us, and I hope you're proud of the
Hey, my
representation that
soldiers.
we're
I'm so
doing.
yes, my soldiers. I'm so proud. So proud of them. And sometimes sometimes I think I came from where did I go? I think Europe or somewhere like this. I came back and I saw them teaching. I was crying. I'm like, yes, I near this empire, and now it's working.
Yeah, it's amazing, and you should be.
Easy.
I hope you're proud,
Hey,
because
I,
yeah,
I'm a proud young father.
amen.
Young father.
On the topic of the representation of Azonto, how would you feel, or how do you feel that the style, in terms of the people who teach it and how people, are learning it, how do you think the representation of Azonto is going around the world, or what are your feelings about it?
I have mixed feelings. I'll say the truth. The bitter truth is here, because they are 50, it's 50-50. 50% people doing their real deal when it comes to Azonto, and there are other people also using the title of Azonto and doing something else, misleading others. Whereby I feel so bad, But to be honest, they are my people. They are some of the people I see them, I get so happy, that they are doing the right thing. And there are others, it's so sad. It's so sad, But to me, in all, what I would say is, I think there's more room for improvement for the other people because everyone wants to survive, and not every dancer is a teacher.
100%.
Don't think, oh, I'm from Ghana, so I can do Azonto. Of course, you might have the groove, you might have whatever, but please, have you ever studied enough? Even we, the teachers, we are always students forever.
100% facts. I'm so glad that you mentioned that because especially for someone like me who I'm not Ghanaian, I'm Nigerian, so I'm very extra. I'm very like I need to know everything. I need to go back to Ghana. I need to and it's not because I'm trying to do too much, but it's just because I have to be very precious with someone else's baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it. Because of the rise of African dance in general, I think just the representation. Obviously, we're speaking about Azonto today, so I'll talk on Azonto. I think we have a duty to represent it correctly, and there's no way you can represent it correctly if you are not consistently learning.
Right.
Like there's too much things to learn for you to not continue learning.
Of course, and for me, I'm sorry, I can't just learn steps and go like I'm teaching Azonto. Everyone can move, but it takes knowledge to be a great dancer.
100%. And so then a follow-up from that question would be, what do you think us as diasporans can do more of to further represent Azonto correctly, especially those of us who are teaching it or the people who want to start teaching it? What can we do more of?
Before cooking jollof, you need to taste it first to know how it looks like. So now you have tasted it, you think, oh, I can make this food. But have you thought of going to the market? Have you thought of going to the bus, going to the market, things you see around? Even when you go to the market, how do you pay for food? Or how do you pay for the cooking, let's say, ingredients? If I want to use like veggies, how do I pay? I pay for the veggies. I come back home. I need to wash my hands. I need to wash the vegetables. I need to cut them. And this is how you are supposed to do. Come back home, Tom. So coming back home is join the bus to the market. Where's the market? Here. A lot of things we see around here, bringing them together to become one and enjoy the food that you want. Come, search for it. And also invest. Investment is paying. Because if you come and you just want to be anywhere, you might not learn, and people might not give you the right source or something. Because this is the truth. We are all hungry in this world. Everyone will survive. So I can try to give you anything I want to get anything from you. But the thing is like, is it the right source? So come, learn from different places. Get your onion, get your tomatoes, get your salt, get your chili, get your oil, get your water, get your rice, put everything together and now start cooking them, as cooking is your training session. You train, you cook, you taste the food. Is it nice? You check where you are, keep on cooking, tasting the food, covering it, making sure it doesn't burn, it doesn't do whatever. These are all process. So this is the whole thing. I'm trying to give you the whole idea to come. But of course, you can learn from our brothers, sisters outside. Of course, it's so beautiful. They are also representing the culture, like you guys preaching it yourself. If you're green, our brothers from Ghana travel to able to teach. But the problem here is, are we getting the rightful choice or the rightful info? Of course, I teach for 1.5 hours only. That doesn't give you the whole like the whole thing. Understand me? But when you are here, you pay a visit, you come, you do your research, and always have this in mind. Day in, day out, we keep on growing. So you need to always come back. At least come back, update yourself. For some time, you come back again, update yourself. That is why we still go to school. Even teachers are still updating themselves. If you don't be updated, stay there and be a TikToker.
Okay, thank you so much so far for answering my questions.
Easy.
This is my last one. So, how can we support the Ghanaian community, Ghanaian dance community? How can we support you, because you run many different things, you do many different things for different people. There's obviously Dance for Change, which is your NGO, your charity, and then there is I Am Azonto, which is your brand, and then there is Ghetto Studios, which is the studio for the community. And I'm sure there's other things that I haven't mentioned. You're also, of course, bringing out a book. There's, of course, people like me who rely on you a lot to keep learning and knowledge. Of course, there's other people, but I see you as my guide and my mentor. So I learn from many people here in Ghana, and I'm so grateful for them, and I have so much love for them. But I see you as my guide, and I'm sure there's 100 of me.
Of course,
I'm
yeah.
sure there's many of me.
Of
I know I'm not your only child.
Hey,
So,
your mother.
hey, I beg you. I know I'm not the only one. So you do, as well as those three important things, Dance for Change, I Am Azonto, and Ghetto Studios. There's many people who look to you as a mentor. So what can we do to support you, the Ghanaian community, that I'm going to keep it real. We come here, those of us who do come here, we learn, we take back the knowledge, and it's not with bad intentions. We do it with good intentions because we want to give the right knowledge, but we benefit from it.
Yeah.
Financially, branding wise, our marketability goes up because we have learned from the source. So we benefit from it. So for me, it's important to know how we can give back, how we can support. And so just tell us.
Okay, thank you so much for this beautiful question. The community is so big, and everyone needs support. You understand me? I'm not talking about the Ghetto Studio only, or That's for Change, Azonto the brand, but there's also like teachers that you learn from. It's so big, and there's one thing you should understand this: if you have a dog and you don't treat your dog well, the dog will end up going out on the street to pick bone. Okay, so this is the whole thing. If you know there's someone supporting you, or there's someone guiding you, there's someone teaching you, you need to give back to community, because this is the reason whereby some of our brothers fight against teachers teaching in Europe. Tell me, like you said, of course you're making income, you're making whatever, but have you thought of where you had the knowledge from, or the knowledge, sorry, the knowledge, or whatever you need a foundation from now? And there's a saying: the people that you see when climbing the stairs are the same people you see when descending. Okay, so to me, I can give you information about that, and don't forget, I might not give you 100%. If I see you mess up, I'm gonna cut it, and it's gonna be a problem to you, and it's gonna be a problem to maybe where you might go also, because it's the same community. So we need you to contact the people. Like for me, I have Dance for Change. Okay, Dance for Change, it's like an organization whereby we try to bring our people together, or bring the kids together. Right. The Ghetto Studio is also there, whereby the studio might need whatever. You come to the studio, you see, oh, this is broken, this is whatever. You have the chance to approach anyone. Oh, can I help fix this? Can I help buy speaker? I think this is old. Can I help fix this? These are some of the beautiful things you can do. So we have supporting in cash and in kind. In cash and in kind. It's different. We've had other people, like other people that mention names. You've been so beautiful to us till now. We're like, okay, if we give you this for that, and can we bring clothes, whatever, in kind, to the kids? I remember, let me mention, Nife also came. She was here with us and bought food for the, for the kids in the studio. I didn't say this. We didn't even post. We didn't talk about it. But a lot of you have been doing that. Even you, Lulu, other people, homebrows, from Poland, Sarah and Co. We're doing this from Spain, and our brother from Spain, who is Abdul, Afrobeast. So Afrobeast 123. That is the admin for Afro Dance, no Afro Azonto. Fatimata and Co. You all support us. So these are the kind of things we're looking up to, in cash or in kind. To be honest, we are bleeding. We might not tell you the whole face or what we are going through, because no one will love to know what you are going through until they want to see your success. So since we can't tell you, you have the time, the chance to talk to other people or talk to us. And what do you think I can do to support you? And there you see there are potholes in our lives. It's big. We can't do it all. We need your support.
Thank you so much.
Gracias.
Thank you so much for speaking with me. I think, some of the things that you've mentioned and touched on, I think is really important for people to hear and to know. Is there any last words, any last thing that you want to say to the people before we wrap up?
The only thing I would say is, let's keep on pushing the beautiful culture. Let's keep on spreading. Let's keep on showing love. And there's only 3L I'm going to leave with you. Learn. Let love lead. Because this is a culture, not for hype.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Medasi.
Hey,
I'm learning.